let this shit slide and get your lick back. And get your lick back. Get your lick back. If a nigga owe you something, ain't no chit chat. Better stay up out the way, don't get your dish splat. Stop letting this shit slide and get your lick back. And get your lick back.
I feel like I'm JX.
J-Way.
I'm a perfectionist. Adderall got me restless.
I'm gone.
Run with a wild crew, they get reckless. Young boy, come up off that neck.
Give me that.
To the trends. See you, Lee, be the band.
Good evening and welcome to another episode of Post Game Podcast. We are here with a halftime report for the Pistons going up against the Milwaukee Bucks in NBA Cup play. This is a matchup against two teams that were 3-0 going into NBA Cup play today. So this game had a lot of implications. If the Pistons win, they're in, but they also have an opportunity to make it via the wild card, but they have to remain within 5 points. And currently that's not looking good. We're down 19 points at home to the Milwaukee Bucks. So yeah, we definitely got some work to do. Offensively, we're not doing horrible. I mean, we've managed nearly 60 points in the first half, but we haven't been able to stop anything on their end. They're shooting a very high percentage right now. Right now, they are shooting 69%. 69%. You might as well say that's 70% from the field, including 71% from three. I've said this before because that's one thing that we've definitely had some trouble with, and that is it's been stopping the three-point shot. Often I look at a first half where a team shoots 50, 60%, and I say they couldn't possibly keep this pace. But tough to say whether or not. I mean, they certainly probably won't shoot at a 70% clip, but by the time their pace slows down, we may be down 30 points. Right now it's only a 19-point game, but it's yet another game where we don't shoot well from three. We're only shooting 36% from the 3-point line, but we're scoring inside pretty well. But at the end of the day, when they're shooting 30%, when they're shooting 70% from three and they're shooting at a high volume, those threes add up. So you got to match the energy as far as that's concerned, and we definitely need to need to take care of the ball better. This is another game where we turn the ball over, and like they said on the telecast, those turnovers tend to come in bunches. So got to take care of the ball better. I mean, the Bucks have 7 turnovers themselves, but they've just done a better job of converting off of those turnovers. Early in the game, Durham was doing a pretty good job of defending on Giannis, but as you might anticipate, he does a really good job of drawing fouls, and he had Durham with an early 2 fouls in the first quarter. So pretty prototypical of Giannis as far as that's concerned. But to be honest, it's been they've spread the points around quite a bit, and Dame Lillard got off to a pretty good start. He's got the most points in the entire game with 18. He's shooting 3 of 5 from three, but he's not missing right now. He is 6 of 9 from the field. Jackson hit a couple threes. Taurean Prince has 11 points, and Gary Trent has 11 points. But we really haven't stopped anybody. I would say that if I can say there's one player that we've done a decent job on, it's Brook Lopez. But I mean, that's about it. Other than that, AJ Green off the bench. The bench is scoring very well right now. They got 17. They got 25 points from their bench alone. And you compare that to ours, we have 12. So doubling us up in that category. But yeah, I mean, this is a team that shoots well from three. You saw the statistics if you were watching the game. They have been shooting very well, and this team is hot. This team is scorching hot right now. They're doing pretty well in the standings, and this is not the same team that the Pistons played against early in the year, where um, my bad, we were a Isaiah Stewart ejection away from winning the ball game. The Bucks have been in control of the game throughout, and they don't seem to be letting up. This was a game that was kind of advertised as one of the bigger games that we've played in the last couple of years. So it's kind of disappointing, especially with it being at home. It's kind of disappointing that we've come out the gate and not been able to, stop stop anything at this point. But that just goes with the ups and downs of ups and downs of a season. And this is an important game. We're 3-0 in NBA Cup play, and we need to keep it within 5 points in order to advance based off of the point differential, I guess. So definitely got some work to do in the second half, but not looking great right now. We're going to take a break, and then we'll probably get out of here pretty soon. Here we go. So let's look at the box scores as far as the Pistons are concerned. Cade is actually Tobias Harris is leading the way right now. He had a nice play. It was where Jalen Duren was guarding Giannis. Tim Hardaway came over with the double team, and Giannis threw an errant pass, and Tobias was able to jump into the passing lane and finish with a dunk over Brook Lopez. And that's kind of how the game went in the first quarter. We were playing defense. We were getting out in transition, but somewhere along the line, we were not able to keep that up. Tobias is 13 points right now. He's leading the way. Cade is right behind him with 11 points and 4 assists, and they need some help. Ivy, we kind of talked about this on the Central Division show earlier this week. He's played well as of late. His last 4 games, he's averaging over 20 points a game and 40% from three. But I said that I needed to see more consistency, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. He's got 6 points today. We need more from him because they're scoring a lot of points, and we got to figure out a way to keep up with them. Duren came out the gate pretty aggressive. He had a nice alley-oop dunk from the hands of Cade as well. But obviously him getting in foul trouble affected that. And outside of that, we haven't had much help from the bench. I like what Asar Thompson has been doing. He just seems to be more comfortable with the handle and attacking the rim. He's got a couple of dunks today, so I like to see that. They're not playing him a lot of minutes, but I think that he's a guy that once they fully bring him back, he's going to help us on the defensive end. We certainly could use it tonight against against guys like Dame, and just everybody in the perimeter. Obviously, they're playing very well on the perimeter, so we could certainly use his defensive prowess. He's got 2 personal fouls, which may be the reason why he hasn't played a lot. But Isaiah Stewart has 0 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. So, Fontecchio has 2 points. So not a lot of contributions from the bench today. Yeah, we're getting blown out. Troy says, "Dang, we are getting blown out." Absolutely, we definitely are. This was kind of an opportunity to kind of put the league on watch. Put the league on watch. Obviously the NBA Cup is something that is going to be publicized to to everybody. So making it to the tournament will do wonders for us as far as our exposure. But it looks like not looking good in that category. He said we always struggle with the Bucks heavily. Yeah, I mean we beat them in the preseason for what it's worth, and yeah, we beat them in the preseason, and we played pretty well in the first game. The first time we played them this year, but after Isaiah Stewart got ejected from the game from pulling Giannis down, it it definitely affected the team as a whole. But certainly struggling today. I think I went to a game last year. I went to a Bucks game last year against the Pistons, and yeah, Dame and Giannis had their way. This was a much less talented Pistons team. We were playing Gallinari and Mustakis. Yeah, I don't know if Cade was even playing, but yeah, looked a little bit different out there. But I'm not going to hold you guys. We do have a second half coming up. Stay tuned. Yeah, stay tuned for the upcoming show. I don't know if I'll be back for the post game, especially if he gets blown out. There won't be much more to talk about besides what I talked about in the at halftime. But subscribe to Bleachers to Speakers and post game podcast on all audio aggregators. I'm out.